From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, April the 26th, 2023. Israel is marking its 75th Independence Day today, with the official ceremony transitioning from Yom HaZikaron, Israel's Memorial Day to its fallen soldiers and victims of terror, to Yom Ha'atzmaut, its 75th Independence Day last night. Today, Israelis were celebrating with hundreds of thousands out in parks, beaches, and nature reserves, having traditional barbecues and picnics with family and friends, and enjoying the dramatic IDF flyover of over 100 aircraft. This year, Israeli Air Force pilots, joined by pilots and aircraft from the United States, Germany, Great Britain, and Italy, in what the IDF called an expression of the cooperation and the close relationship between the countries. Israel's President Isaac Herzog, at the opening of the annual Yom Ha'atzmaut celebration at his residence in Jerusalem, received a special message from Israeli pilots in the flyover, wishing him and the people of Israel a happy Independence Day. And Herzog responded in a message broadcast to the pilots, saying, "This is the President speaking. Please communicate on my behalf to all men and women serving in the Israeli Air Force and in the IDF, in the air, land, and sea. Happy 75th Independence Day to the State of Israel." The annual event at the President's residence honored 120 outstanding IDF soldiers. It also included musical performances and speeches with the participation of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and IDF Chief of Staff Herzi Halevi, and concluded with Israel's national anthem, Hatikva, the Hope. President Herzog also shared greetings to the Jewish world in honor of Israel's 75th Independence Day, where he noted the milestone birthday was taking place on the backdrop of discord in Israel. Discord, which he said was the sign of deep caring and a sign of a democratic, independent country.
This time of celebration comes at a moment of reckoning, what we call in Hebrew cheshbon nefesh, for the state of Israel and the Jewish people at large. Like many democratic societies around the world, our collective within Israel and between Israel and our global Jewish communities has been facing real questions about who we are and what we would wish for our beloved country. Of course, we must not forget that asking ourselves questions about our identity and our joint purpose is actually a gift. Having a country to shape together, to share together, to argue over even, was a distant dream not long ago. And it is a blessing that we should not take for granted.
Israel's Central Bureau of Statistics shared data on the country's population on the eve of Israel's 75th anniversary, which it said was estimated at 9.757 million, almost 12 times the population at the establishment of the state in 1948. Which was 806,000. Jews today, it wrote, constitute 73.5% of the population, Arabs 21%, and in the category of others, 5.5%. Noting that about 75% of the Jewish population today is comprised of native-born Israelis, and more than half are at least second generation. The International Bible Quiz was held in Jerusalem today, as is also tradition on Independence Day. And for the first time in 17 years, 2 young women took the top 2 spots. Emuna Cohen, a high school senior from Gedera, in first place, and Netta Lax, a high school senior from Neve Tzuf, took second place, winning over 40 other contestants from 20 countries around the world who reached the finals. Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Herzog were present at the competition, which was founded by Herzog's mother, Ora, in 1958. U.S. President Joe Biden sent his best wishes, he wrote, to the people of Israel as they celebrate 75 years of statehood. Biden said when David Ben-Gurion declared Israel's independence in 1948, he announced the birth of a state based on freedom, justice, and peace. Just 11 minutes later, President Truman announced that the United States would be the first nation to recognize the government of Israel. Today, the president said, "We are still proud to be counted among the first of Israel's friends and allies." Today, as we mark the 75th anniversary of the founding of the State of Israel, we reaffirm our enduring friendship and commitment to Israel's security. Yom Ha'atzmaut Sameach. Happy Independence Day. And we continue our special programming here on JBS for Yom Ha'atzmaut. For Wednesday, April the 26th at 7 o'clock, it's Talmud Study. At 7:35, Yehuda Kurtzer discusses the Zionist idea. At 9, fifth-generation Sabra Rochelle Etingin recounts her experience as a young girl growing up in Israel during the birth of the state. At 10 o'clock for Yom Ha'atzmaut, JBS presents one of Israel's most beloved personalities, Yehoram Gaon, performing at the Hampton Synagogue honoring Gloria Kaylie's 80th birthday. And coming up next, it's Thinking Out Loud. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, April the 26th, 2023. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well. Happy Israel Independence Day. Yom Ha'atzmaut Sameach.